Hello, gardening friends. I am Ken Lain, the mountain gardener. When the relentless heat of July begins to wear down even the most seasoned gardener, most of our spring beauties have long since tucked away their colors. The lilacs are just green leaves, and the peonies are a distant memory. When the garden needs a second wind, the Rose of Sharon, or Hibiscus syriacus, steps onto the stage. I call her the queen of late summer because she doesn't just survive the dog days, she thrives in them. While other shrubs are flagging, Rose of Sharon is busy producing a profusion of tropical-looking blooms that keep the local hummingbirds and butterflies immensely happy. These aren't delicate prima donnas. They are tough, woody shrubs that handle our mountain soils and intense sun with grace. If you want a landscape that looks just as good in August as it did in May, you need to invite this queen into your backyard. Choosing the right Rose of Sharon is like picking the right jewelry for an outfit. It depends on the space you're trying to fill. Here are the top 10 Rose of Sharon I recommend often at Waters Garden Center. White chiffon. This is elegance defined. It features large, clean white flowers with a soft, feathery center. It's perfect for moon gardens where you want the blooms to glow in the twilight. Sugar tip. This one is a double threat. Not only does it produce pale pink, double flowers, but the foliage is variegated with creamy white edges. Even when it isn't blooming, it adds bright color to the garden. Purple satin. If you want deep royal color, this is it. The blooms are a rich single purple with a prominent red eye. It's a fast grower and very prolific. Purple pillar. Space is often an issue in modern yards. This variety grows naturally in a tall, narrow columnar shape. It's the perfect living fence or accent for tight corners. Parapluie violet. This variety is known for its large flowers. The violet-blue petals are incredibly vibrant and stand up well to the afternoon sun. Lucy, an old-fashioned favorite for a reason. Lucy offers dark red double blooms that almost look like carnations. It's a hardy, dependable classic. Lil Kim, not everyone has room for a 10-foot shrub. Lil Kim stays compact, usually topping out at 3 or 4 feet, making it ideal for large patio containers or the front of a flower bed. Fiji. For a tropical vibe, Fiji is hard to beat. The buds emerge medium pink and open to semi-double flowers that fade to a soft pink with a deep red center. Blushing Bride. This variety features double flowers that start as a soft, creamy white and slowly blush into a delicate pink as the day progresses. Blue chiffon. Truly, blue flowers are rare in the garden. This variety offers a soft lavender blue shade with that signature lacy center that defines the chiffon series. Now, let's talk about the care and keeping of a queen. Rose of Sharon is remarkably low maintenance, but a little neighborly advice goes a long way. First, remember that these shrubs are late to wake up in the spring. Don't panic if your other plants are leafing out in March and your Rose of Sharon still looks like a bundle of dry sticks. She's just waiting for the soil to truly warm up. For planting, choose a spot with full sun. While they can tolerate partial shade, you'll get fewer flowers and the growth will be leggy. Dig your hole twice as wide as the root ball, but no deeper. I always recommend mixing in Waters Premium mulch to help those roots establish in our native soil. When it comes to watering, during the first 2 years, consistent moisture is key to building a deep root system. Once established, they are quite drought tolerant, but they will produce more flowers if they receive a deep soak once or twice a week during the heat of summer. And for pruning, you don't have to prune them. Since they bloom on new wood, the growth that happens in the current year. But a little haircut in late winter or early spring can actually encourage more blooms. The Rose of Sharon is a testament to endurance and beauty. It's the plant that carries the torch when the rest of the garden is ready for a summer nap. If you want to keep learning, join us for our free gardening classes every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. June 27th, Garden Success, the Absolute Beginner's Guide to Success. July 11th, Restoring Green Vitality, Simple Steps to Heal Your Sick Garden. July 18th, green screens, designing living walls for beauty and privacy. Until next week, I'll be helping gardeners plant better fruit trees here at Waters Garden Center. I can be found throughout the week right here at 1815 Iron Springs Road in Prescott. Or you can always contact me through our website at watersgardencenter.com or top10shrubs.com. Keep growing, friends.